It's that simple. Just understanding what the person needs from their perspective is going to get you a lot further in life. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Firstly, I apologize for the very late episode upload. This week has been crazy, and I mean that genuinely. I was supposed to catch a flight on Thursday that I found out about on Tuesday. So it was a mad dash on Tuesday to get ready. So I spent my Wednesday doing that, and it did not work out. So then instead I ended up going to a friend who recently gave birth and spent time with her at the hospital the evening, and she is back home today, so it's all good. But it has just been a very wild ride this week, and everything just got away with me and from me. So I'm recording late and I apologize, but it will go better going forward because I've needed to get on some proper rhythm of upload and stuff. So I'm getting there. That aside, today's episode is for the belated Mother's Day we had on Sunday. So what we did was not go out. We had Sunday lunch at home, and we planned on going out on Monday evening because we already had plans for Saturday. We were staying in Sunday, and we were doing a Monday evening supper for Mother's Day, which we took her to a restaurant called Ocean Basket. She loves it. We had fish and all sorts of other stuff. There's a platter for two. If you know, you know. And yes, I love King Clip, so we managed to swap out the fish for King Clip, and it was worth every single cent that you have to pay extra. So that was what I did for Mother's Day with my mother. And the one thing I do always want to point out when it comes to days like this that are not overhyped, but overly extorted, if I could put that out there, because they hype it up so much in advance that it almost feels like an obligation where you have to go big or go home. You have to do something over the top for your mother. And I understand if you have a good relationship, you want to spoil your mother, you want to make it big, you want to make it special. But I always feel that there are so many other days of the year where you can do something small. It doesn't always have to be something big and grandiose in order to show you care and love and enjoy her presence. I know even just going out for my mom and running errands and then being like, you know what, let's get have lunch, let's just chill. And taking her out for a meal or something is something I love to do, even if it's just making her coffee in the morning instead of her making me coffee. It's small things like that that mean the world to your parents that you don't even realize means the most, because they don't care sometimes about a big gift. They sometimes just want to spend time with you and talk to you and just enjoy your presence. And having a friend who just had a baby and being able to witness her with this child that just came into this world, she missed Mother's Day by a couple of days. But that baby does not feel the need to get her mother a gift and spoil her in that way. Her mere presence is a gift. And that's kind of the thing I want to take away from this. It's a gift to be here. It's a gift to do what you do. And not everything needs to be reciprocated in an Instagram-worthy explosion of just oversharing and overspending on something. Sometimes keeping it small and subtle and simple is better than splashing it all over the internet. My Mother's Day was that. I didn't share anything in terms of social media content. It's actually been very chilled and I love that. And I have videos of the event and the day and everything, but it's not for other people. If I choose to share it, great, but it's more for myself and my memories and my joy. It's not for other people, because sometimes that can actually feel so performative, which is why I always try and say, like, take a picture if you want to be genuine about it, but don't flex for the gram. I know this morning I actually posted a picture of the breakfast I made, and it has been something I have been wanting to make for a while. I just didn't have the proper ramekins, and I bought it Tuesday this week, I think, or Monday. So it's not about me bragging, oh, I bought these things, I'm making this thing, look how good I can cook. Like, I literally made something, it actually tasted so good, and I thought I'd just share a picture of it. I didn't do it for Instagram, I did it for myself. I just happened to share it. There's been other things I've made in recent weeks that I didn't even post because it's not about flexing for the gram. And in the same way, I feel we need to do things for ourselves and our loved ones without expecting something in return, and also because we want to and not because we're able to brag about doing those things. So I'm not gonna go on a rant because I tend to do this with Madiba Day, but there is the 67 Minutes for Madiba Day initiative that happens every year, and everyone is supposed to, volunteer or donate or do something for 67 minutes for Madiba Day. And I'm just like, do it in your own time, in your own way if you want to. Don't do it so you can add that hashtag and brag and be praised by other people on the internet for what you've done to help others. Like, you need to do it for you, not for them. And in the same way, you need to do things in the way you want to. But also keep in mind, if you choose to volunteer or help or do something like that, that is directed to help them in a way that's already been prescribed to help people. For example, if you volunteer at a soup kitchen, you are going to make food and donate it and give it to people who need it. That is the understanding. But when it comes to things like Mother's Day, or even with my friend who had this baby, I spoke to her about this at length last night, and I was like, I messaged you and asked you what you needed, because I don't want to help you in the way that's going to make me feel good about helping you. I want to help you because I know this is a transformative stage of your life, but I want to help you in a way that's actually going to be supportive and help you in what you need from me. If you need me to come sit with you, I'll sit with you. If you need me to bring you something, I'll get it for you. Like, it's what you need right now in the way you need it. So, just tell me what you need and I got you. And that is something that we need to understand as people. Everyone always talks about, their love language. Yes, you need to know how you need to receive love based on your love languages, but you also need to understand someone else's love language, because yours might be words of affirmation, but someone maybe needs acts of service. So you telling them, oh, you are great, you are amazing, isn't gonna be their way. They're just like, yeah, I know, okay, but I need you to go do this. It's that simple. Just understanding what the person needs from their perspective is gonna get you a lot further in life. And in the same way, Mother's Day, Father's Day, any special celebration should be celebrated in the way they want to celebrate. My mother doesn't like having photos and a big spectacle made and all those kinds of things. She likes something more subtle and toned down, and that's what we do. And that's what she gets. So when it comes to things like this, we know how to do it, and we also discuss it with her in advance. Figure out what the person needs and give that to them. Don't give it in a way you want it. Not everyone is the same as you, so understand that and give it to them in that way. That said, I'm going to stop rambling and ranting, and I'm going to end it here. I have 2 songs of the week because I couldn't decide which one in particular to use, because the first one is 16 Shots by Stefflon Don, which is an incredible song. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. It's literally about her being protective of her mother. I love it. I love her. She's amazing. And the second song is Mom by Megan Trainor, and it features her mother, Kelly Trainor, and it is one of the best Mother's Day songs ever. It's off her album, but I would use it as a Mother's Day song, and I think going forward I'll use it every year because it's just that good of a song, especially for daughters. So go give it a listen, and yeah, I hope you had a good Mother's Day. I hope you have a good weekend coming up, and I hope you remember to keep being a better being in a way that works for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.